Gemini. Hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to my channel. Thank you for joining me, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Gemini Tarot. Gemini Love Tarot, Gemini Love Reading, channeled love messages from your person, from their higher self. A reading where we're going into their thoughts, their feelings for you, intentions, what you might want to know, need to know. Is anyone making a move? Let's take a deep dive, Gemini. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please show us what we need to see for Gemini. Please show us the cards. Ahu. The Magician. Yeah, that's where it is. Overall energy. You're in this energy, Gemini. As well as Virgo. As above, so below. Let's see what's going on because, yeah, there is a connection to Mercury. That is your ruling planet. And I'm going to tell you, as we move on in your reading, what's going on with that as I channel for you. Oh, gosh, this is just so incredibly clear already. Wow. And I'll tell you in just a moment here. Page of Cups in reverse. Four of Swords. Yeah. Upright, connected to our Knight of Wands in the partnership placement. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, below the Magician. The Death card is where their energy is really strong. Nine of Swords, connecting to that. Okay, Justice in reverse. Somebody here needs to get out of their ego and make this right. Look at this. Six of Pentacles. Here in the upright energy, the Moon in Taurus, connected to the major arcana Justice, again, which is here with the Death card. A Libra energy. And by the way, we are a hop, skip, and a jump away from the Libra full moon. Like it's literally around the corner. And our Death card today, you can see there's a snake here. They need to shed their skin. There's no other way in order to survive. And it's here you've been waiting for some truth, for somebody to make something right. There's like it's like a buildup, and I want to tell you why. Yeah, here we go. King of Swords. Oh my gosh, it's so clear. What's really super clear is what's going on in Justice in reverse and the Magician, the energy that's coming in. Somebody here who's literally coming in here to make something right. Getting over ego is just so strong. What happened in the Ace of Pentacles in reverse? It's a lot of earth energy here. And yeah, first of all, there is like a triggering energy, and it's connected to the Nine of Swords, which is your energy, Gemini. Like somebody literally waking up in the night. But what I like about this is connected to the King of Swords, that it's like, okay, I have to do this. I have no choice. Like I have to get over this ego, and I have to make this right with Gemini. What the heck is going on? Four of Swords is super validating. You go there when you come out of the Three of Swords. Is this someone that you are not talking to at all? Is there a no contact, no communication, and or in separation? Is there a pause? There's a lot of healing energy in here. Look, a lot of us. I'm here with our sound bowl. There's feathers here. You can see there's some sort of prayer beads here. And it's an energy of healing, but it's also really clear for me that whatever's going on, whether it's a total pause or a break in the communication or completely, it's like it's here. And it's here with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's validating that this is where things are. And it's connecting to our Action of Wands, the Knight of Wands here, as you can see with the deck I chose for you today. Here at the Tarot Closet, by the way, the only place you should be. I do not release my readings anywhere else. So any other platform or anywhere here on YouTube, it's not my official channel on YouTube, the Tarot Closet. It means somebody's stealing. You see those static videos with a different voice, and you just hear a little bit enough to go, that's like Chris talk. Let me know, because it really helps us a lot. And thank you to those of you that have. The email's all over. It's in my video description on the About Me page. Our Knight of Wands energy. Getting over some possibly emotional immaturity, I gotta say. The Page of Cups in reverse, but that's also connecting to, I feel like, kind of how we got here around the emotional immaturity. but clearly getting over themselves. And the Five of Wands here in reverse, getting out of shadow. Oh my gosh. And the Devil in reverse and coming in here in higher self energy. You don't see my face reaction, but I'm sitting here going, shaking it, going, exactly. Also, by the way, this is the third reading in a row where this has just come out in the upright. You have any connections to Aries or Taurus, you might want to check them out. It's kind of unbelievable, but it's not. And I'm going to tell you why astrologically, okay? But before I do, it's really very, very validating that what they're getting over here and the Five of Wands to come in the Six of Wands and get your attention. Six of Pentacles connected to Justice in reverse. King of Swords, which is your energy, Gemini, as well as the Nine of Swords. And on the other end of the Death card, and the other end, the Death card in the upright where their energy is strong, is to apologize. Getting over ego, getting out literally of shadow energy here. Oh my gosh. And there's something I want to tell you about this as well that's really important. But before I do, the Knight of Cups. Okay. So I want to show you, look, somebody here is on a horse. They're about ready to go down this trail. There's a light at the other end. What's really fascinating and not surprising in our Knight of Cups or Action of Cups is that there's a shadow here is what we're seeing. That's literally where I feel like things have been. Look, it's right here with higher self. Getting out of their ego is so clear here. What's in that cup? It's an apology. It's an apology. You can see it here in the Six of Pentacles. Now, this is a pentacle energy. It's the earth energy, and specifically it's a Taurus energy, but it's also the moon energy. And you can see the pentacles are kind of glowing out of the cup. What are they giving you here in this energy? It's an apology. Is there something more? It's not clear yet. And anyway, it's going to be very specific for you. What is super, super clear is they're getting the heck out of they're getting out of their own way. And I want to tell you, out of shadow, out of ego, and it does connect with fear as well because that's connected to the ego. Yeah. Could this be any clearer? Judgment is here. Awakening. There's a literal energy in the deck here today of their hand reaching out. That is what is going on. Awakening, waking up, clarity, an apology, a really big one. Can you forgive me? Does this mean more? That is entirely up to you. It can have this energy, and I do feel an energy of reconciliation or closure, and that's what I wanted to say to you with the Devil in reverse. If you want to detach, if you have already, it is validating. Shape-shifting into your overall energy, the Magician, and manifesting and going for what you want, getting really focused, as above, so below, super clear. But this King of Swords energy as well, your energy, it's connected to you and you connected to this person, excuse me, but also that energy of this person strategizing with you on their mind, literally waking up in the night and literally waking up to come here and apologize. Now, for some of you, this could be connecting to the past. It could be connecting to the recent or the far past. That really is specific for you, but I'm going to tell you what. They are waking up. They are going to apologize, make it right, tell the truth. What is that about? Again, Justice is in reverse, and it's here with the Devil card in reverse. So it's really validating around something they weren't telling the truth about, which could be connecting to that Justice energy, literally, paperwork, other people, what? Vices and the Devil in reverse. So that's more energy and validating what it is specifically for you. But they are definitely coming in here in our Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, King of Swords, Six of Pentacles, but much bigger, the Magician, Judgment, and higher self energy, and the Death card too, out of their ego, to apologize, to make it right. Is it reconciliation or closure for you? That is really specific. For a lot of you, there is a break or a pause or a breakup, even no contact for the Four of Swords. So is this reconciliation or closure? Only you can say, and that's what I wanted to tell you. That energy is definitely here, should that be the case. And that Death card could be a whole new meaning in terms of you coming out of the Hangman and going into that energy and making some major changes, moving on. That, again, is super specific. I also want to validate a pretty specific energy around the Devil in reverse, the Death card. Yeah, that's super clear. And kind of how you got here in our Page of Cups in reverse. Four of Swords, if there are other people, again, vice energy. We could be looking at that energy of somebody coming in here with some truth about it. If they need to stop doing something and make some big changes, end something here in the Death card that might be connected to vices, whether it's people, money, actions, a shadow energy. And I want to bring in what is coming in here for you, okay? And that's yours, and that's yours, and that's it. The bottom of the deck, the Four of Cups in reverse. Have you tried to have the conversation? Is this connecting to the current communication? Oh my gosh. I was going to say I can't believe it, but I'm really not surprised. And by the way, I tell you what, every single reading that's coming out in the next 24 hours, whenever you're here. So check the date. If you're here 6 months later, and you're resonating, that's for you. But the energy has just been so incredibly clear. Ten of Swords in reverse. There is the apology that we already know is here. It's already really clear of getting out of their ego, waking up and coming here and making a big, big, giant apology. Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment energy. Practically flew here between judgment and higher self. Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands. So could this be moving toward more than an apology? Of course. I feel like it's very specific. Where are you at in the connection? Can you see each other? Will the communication, if you can't, because that energy around you, Gemini, as we are, that's what I wanted to tell you, as we're in Mercury retrograde in Aries. It's an action around it, but we're still in kind of the emotional debris from Mercury retrograde in Pisces that we came out of. I want to say last month, we're not quite there. We're right at the end of March, but we had the new moon in Pisces, and we are a hop, skip, and a jump away from the Libra full moon, which is justice, connected to the heart chakra. It's just super validating around this Mercury energy. It's like the storm is past, whether it's just ongoing throughout Mercury retrograde in Pisces that was going on, or it's recent stuff, whatever the case. We're out of that storm, but we are looking at all the debris, like if you could look at it tangibly. In this Mercury retro shade, again, in Aries, which is around that energy of action, completion, drive. Getting over shadow, ego, and fear. Number one, to make things right. My gosh, Ace of Swords. It is just so clear. So clear. But also for you around that energy of where you're at and what you want to do at this point. Gemini, you're in the Ace of Swords. Of course, it's also Libra and Aquarius energy. It's clarity, it's communication, it's somebody's idea. Obviously, this is somebody who's in their head. This is what they're coming with. To apologize, to make it right, to be honest, and they're coming out of shadow and fear and ego. They are coming in higher self. What does that mean? Ten of Cups is in reverse. Nine of Pentacles is also in reverse. So what happened here? Super validating around things not working out, to whether you were in a long-term connection or even just a physical and or platonic and heading there, whatever the case is, it's clear that it's an energy like it hasn't been worked out and that things happened. It could be connecting to a literal dwelling, but it's also connecting to the Four of Cups in reverse. So around communication that wasn't working or lack of it. Other end, Ten of Cups in reverse. That's connecting to the Devil in reverse. And it's all here with the Four of Swords. So yeah, there could definitely be some kind of energy. And what happened, whether it's money, a person, that broke things up or changed things or stopped things if you were moving forward. So were you in a life? Were you building it? Was it on the table? More validation here again of like a conflicting energy with our Ten of Cups in reverse. And Mars in Pisces. Two of Pentacles. Okay, wow. So an energy of choices, options. One of these pentacles, clearly yours. What has the other one been? Is it still here? Because I feel like there's something around them that is changing and they're apologizing and they want to communicate. So has something changed? What is that? What is the other one? Is it connected to a vice around a person? What is the other choice? Money, location. It played a part. Something's changing. Totally the end of this cycle, the World card. My gosh. Right below the Magician. Yeah, this is the end of this cycle. The last stop before going into the Fool, the Aquarius energy, a new path. Is it together or apart, reconciliation or closure? Should it be already at that point? I often talk about this here at the Tarot Closet. The butterflies, of course, they're around transformational energy, and we see that in the Death card. So is there something around this person? Is it just the ego? They just need to get out of their ego to apologize? Or is there something else? Is there a third-party energy around a person, romantic or otherwise? Distance, location, money, work. What is it? And is there something connected to the Devil in reverse that they are validating with this transformational energy around the butterfly, that it's the end of that? They've changed that. Death card, I'm done with that. What is it? Because it literally is here. As the butterflies are released, a lot of monarch butterflies. And you know, the other thing is the butterflies wait until storms pass, winds die down. So for some of you, it is really validating around the recent energy of things that might have gone on during Mercury in retrograde. Again, it could also just be the ongoing, I want to say saga, you know. But they wait until winds die down, storms pass, and that's literally what I feel. It's like walking around in the debris of Mercury retrograde in Pisces and this Mercury retrograde in Aries as I channel whenever you are here, and looking at it like as if they could pick it up and saying, okay, this is what I'm going to do. There's no reason that I'm not going to, because I'm in the Magician energy. As above, so below, getting focused, making it happen. By the way, connected to, as you know, I want to remind you again, but that's connecting us to the Mercury energy here. Kind of a little rewind for some of you. Has somebody been ready or available and somebody hasn't for some level more? Yeah, I mean, it's connecting to the Ten of Cups in reverse. You know, the World card. I mean, it's just one of these readings today. The last two coming in are the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. They are both in reverse. Not surprising. The counterpart to our King of Swords, Libra energy. Libra ruled by Venus, so some dishonest energy there. Yeah. The counterpart, a validation of you both here, but the lack of or broken communication, some of you not at all. What I consider my protege to the Justice energy, also in reverse. So it's super clear, and it's around, I gotta tell you, this Queen of Pentacles, my gosh. That is really connected to the Empress for me, around Gaia energy and emotional unavailability energy. The lack of the healing. Also looking at that Queen of Pentacles connecting with our Nine of Pentacles in reverse, of maybe on the verge of somewhere that you were heading or were, and something happened. For some of you, it definitely could be connected to a dwelling, a home, you could say. That's not going to be for everybody, but it's here. And last but not least, a very specific message if this is connecting to a vice. It's very validating that somebody may have had a not so good connection to something in that Devil energy. And that's an energy here now of, okay, I've stopped, or I've finished that. And I feel like, should that be the case for you, that you know what it is. Whew! The readings today have just been fast. Fast and furious and clear. The bottom of the deck, soul connection is here. Somebody having some realizations. I'm still checking up on you. Page of Swords energy. Across the street, across town, city, state, country, the world. What is that? For some of you, it's really validating that it's the world. There's like maybe a long distance energy here. But yeah, talking to other people, looking at social media. If you are not talking, do you think of me too? I lay awake at night worrying about us, Gemini. Nine of Swords, King of Swords. I mean, it's Ace of Swords. I mean, it couldn't be any clearer, really, for me. I'm watching you from afar. I'm still checking up on you. Okay, it's going here literally with the World card. So should that be the case, again, whatever the distance is so specific for you. Gemini, I love you more than I have found a way to say. Judgment, Nine of Cups, right above the Knight of Cups. This is far from over. Well, it's connecting where their energy is quite strong. There's so much left unsaid. Truth to begin with, it's right here on the Queen of Swords in reverse. The counterpart to our King of Swords. I write messages in my head over and over. Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Page of Swords, I mean, King of Swords. I mean, it's just clear. I cannot stand not talking to you. If you are not talking, this is extremely validating, and I think it's the case for some of you. I'm trying to send a message that's also incredibly clear around our King of Swords and just your energy that's here today. The hand reaching out even in our judgment today. Whether we're breaking a silence or getting out of no contact, if you can see each other at an event, if you communicate via voice message or SMS text message, social media messages, I think of you 24/7, actually. It was me, not you. I need you to know this now. It was me, not you. And the last, whoa, channeled love message from your person, Gemini, from their higher self. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Really. Full circle, clear. Beautiful Gemini. That is your reading today. Thank you for joining me at the Tarot Closet. Until next time.